The dueling continues in an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links coming up next.
Going fast makes me feel alive. My heart beats in hyperdrive. Do you think you can win? Only if I lose. Just let destiny choose. I can hear you breathing. I can see you coming. I can feel the wind that's blowing me around. Take a shot at me, running side by side. It's a blur as I go by. I can hear you breathing. I can see you coming. I can feel the wind that's blowing me around. See the sun rising, fire in the sky. Greatness thrusts itself into our lives.
Hey guys, Scott here, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on TOONDISE. Now, tonight, I'm going to talk to you guys about the best way to spend your money in this game if you do want to spend money. As I already mentioned many times during last week's premiere, this game is pay to win. That being said, though, you don't have to spend a single cent if you don't want to. When it comes to a lot of these online games, you have to remember it really comes down to the time versus money debate. Either you spend the time grinding for resources, or you spend the money to get those resources extremely quickly. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links specifically, it's sort of a combination of both. Obviously, this game is leaning more towards the pay-to-win crowd, but there are some parts of it where you really do have to spend the time. Take the mission requirements, for instance. I'm at stage 46 in the regular duel world. Look at this mission requirement right here. Use spell trap cards 40 times in duels while using Ishizu as your character. Well, I can't spend money to bypass that requirement. I literally have to spend the time to complete it in order to complete this stage and level up to stage 47. Also, in events, usually events have specific rare cards associated with them, but you have to spend the time in order to complete the event. You can't actually buy an item that automatically grants you immediate access to the best cards as rewards for that specific event. So it is a little combination of both, but there are ways that you can be smarter when it comes to your finances, especially in this game, where Konami takes every opportunity they can to get you to spend as much money as you can. Before we get into that, though, as always, if you enjoy this series, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, because it really does help us out. So, that being said, let's jump right into it. Now, I did want to show you guys a few things first, because you are going to feel a little bit overwhelmed. I already told you last week about the 3 different dual worlds, the fact that you can max out at different stage ranks. The regular world, like this one, maxes out at stage 60, GX and 5Ds max out at stage 30. As far as character levels, the regular and GX worlds max out at character level 45, the 5Ds characters max out at 30, but I'm sure Konami will expand that to 45 at some point as well. But you're probably thinking, right off the bat, there are way too many characters in this game to level up, and I'm gonna be honest with you there, you are right. I want to show you just exactly what I mean here. So, as you can tell right now, I've got my Valentine as a character. Obviously, I've got an Amazoness deck built up with her right now, and I've maxed her out at level 45 here. But if I show you the other characters,
Check this out.
as you can see, you can scroll through the various characters in the regular Yu-Gi-Oh world, just on the bottom here. You've got Yugi, you've got Kaiba, you've got Joey, Mai, you've got Taya, the smaller version of Yugi, not the Ami one, Weevil, Rex, Mako, what's this guy, the evil Egyptian god guy, Merrick, I think, Bakura, Bandit Keith, Ishizu, Odeon, Pegasus, Mokuba, the Paradox Brothers, Arcana, Bones, and that psychopath, what was his name?
The one and only psychic duelist, Esparoba!
And last but not least, Tristan. So you've actually got 21 different characters in the regular duel world alone. And as you can see through the level up rewards here, you get gems, you get skills, you get cards, but there are a lot of levels. And when you've got 21 characters, and each one caps out at level 45, it will take quite a long time to get them all to max level, right? It only makes sense.
You've never seen techniques like this before.
Now, if I go to the GX world, you've got a similar situation.
Let's win, my Destiny heroes!
We've got Jaden, we've got Zane, Aster, Jesse, Chaz, Alexis, Dr. Crowler, Yubel, Bastion, and Cyrus. So 10 characters there. And last but not least, we have the 5Ds world.
I fight for my friends.
And we've got Yusei, Crow, Akiza, Leo, Luna, and Trudge. So 6 there, but all in all, right now you're looking at, what, roughly about 37 characters, and usually every month or two Konami adds a new one as well. I'm assuming the next character that will be added will be Jack Atlas, because everyone loves Jack Atlas, right? I'm sure... I'm sure Roxy does. Anyways, so when you look at all this, you're thinking, well, to get every single one of these characters, enough EXP to cap out at 45, it would take literally forever. And that's the point. But, that being said, that's where the Vagrants come into play, and that is the best way to spend your money in this game. So, if we go into the in-game shop here, you can see that you've got different options. You can go into different box sets, buy booster packs with each set, right? So you can definitely do that with your in-game gems, or by spending money on gems. There's also a set of structure decks that you can get as well. And then you've got these, which are items and special bundles, right? Well, here's the kicker. I could spend my money on card sleeves and game mats if I wanted to, right? I mean, these are purely cosmetic, but if I really want to enhance my competitive experience, I suppose I could spend them. Although, to be quite fair, spending $8 just on in-game mat is kind of excessive, but most people, I find anyways, will actually spend money on the actual box sets. So, take this box set for instance, the latest one. This is Revolution Beginning, a bit of an odd name. So, most people will actually spend real money, believe it or not, on these actual packs here. So as you can see, I can buy 30 packs, and I can get 300 gems as a bonus. It only costs me 40 bucks. Yeah, that's kind of for rich people. There's an easier way, though, and the easier way is through the bonus duelist item known as the Vagrant. Now, I do want to clarify that's a little different than the bonus duelist itself here, because this one, pretty much you pay $2.79 and you get one duelist that can be dueled 30 times, but each time you win, you get 500 EXP. That's not the best way to spend your money, to be honest. The better option is through the Vagrant, because purchasing one Vagrant set for $2.79 actually gets you 6 computerized Vagrant characters in the Duel world, and those Vagrants give out thousands of EXP points. So it's a more economical sense of spending your money. Not only that though, but as you saw when I was scrolling through the characters, a lot of the level up rewards are actually gems. So not only are you spending money leveling up the characters in order to gain really ultra rare cards that you cannot get otherwise, but by leveling them up, you're also getting free gems, which can then be used at the in-game shop to buy booster packs. So why would you spend tens or hundreds of dollars on buying packs directly when you can actually just spend them on the Vagrant item and essentially get free booster packs through the free level up gem rewards anyway? Now, there is a caveat to this, though, and that's the way that Konami structured the Vagrant. See, the way it works is every time you purchase the Vagrant, or every time you purchase one set of 6 Vagrants, eventually the price actually goes up. So, if I buy 2 Vagrant sets, then when I go to buy the 3rd Vagrant set, the price will actually increase to $3.99 for that Vagrant set. That's the same as if I went to purchase the 5th Vagrant set. It would go up to, I believe, $5.49. Now, I guess the easiest way to explain this, because I've done the math, as you buy the Vagrant over and over again, the amount of EXP that each subsequent Vagrant set gives you actually increases. So the first and second Vagrant sets for $2.79, generally you get a couple of Vagrants giving out like 5 times or 7 times or 10 times the amount of EXP as a standard duelist. For the 3rd and the 4th set, then it goes up even more to like 25 times, 30 times, and so on and so forth. But the mathematics behind it don't add up, because the price actually increases with the subsequent sets. So you're actually getting less EXP for your money, even though the amount of EXP for each Vagrant set is going up. So anyways, long story short, really what you want to do is buy a maximum of 2 Vagrant sets per day, and then every day the Vagrant sets will actually reset back down to the base level 1 Vagrant set. Usually it happens around 10 AM Eastern time. So it takes longer than, let's say, buying 5 or 6 Vagrant sets all in one day, but it'll save you more money than if you were to just keep on buying it over and over again. So anyways, enough of me talking here. I'm going to show you an example of this right now. So I haven't bought the Vagrant at all today yet, so we're going to buy the first Vagrant set for $2.79. Okay. Now, let's go back to the Duel world here, and as you can see, here are the 6 Vagrants. Now, remember, a standard duelist gives out 500 EXP normally if you win the duel. We've got 2 Vagrants here that'll give out 5 times as much, so 2,500 EXP. We've got one at times 7, so that's 3,500. We've got a times 10, which is 5,000. A times 15, which is 7,500, and a times 20, which is 10,000, I believe. Now, as you can tell, I've already got Akiza maxed out at level 30 here.
Team 5Ds all the way!
So, obviously, I don't want to waste my money with Akiza selected. I've already got Yusei, Leo, and Luna maxed out as well.
There aren't many like me.
It's my dream to be the king! I'm also a vital member of Team 5Ds.
But the two that I haven't leveled up yet are Crow and Trudge, and just because I've got a lot of better cards associated with Trudge's deck at the moment than Crow's, I'm still working on a Blackwing strategy, mind you. Let's go ahead and level up Trudge first.
You can't outrun the law!
Now, he's at level 1, obviously, same thing here, right? He caps out at level 30. His best card at the moment is Montage Dragon, but really I'm not leveling him up for this card specifically. I want these gem rewards right here, level 28, 29, right? I mean 200, 250 gems, and as you can see, a bunch of other gem rewards as well. So, here's what we're going to do. And it's very simple. We are going to have Trudge selected as my character, and we are going to duel these Vagrants. And to give you, I guess, the best idea of how quickly you can level up your characters through the Vagrants, I'm actually going to take on the level 21 first. And the best part about this is, even if I lose this duel, it doesn't matter, because the Vagrant is going to stay in the duel world until I defeat it. So, I think Konami realized they had to do that, because otherwise if you lost the duel and then you lost out on the Vagrant, then people would be complaining left, right, and center here. I generally tend to have the computer auto-duel for me, just because of the fact Vagrants use player-based decks. So we are talking low-level player decks, so those in, let's say, the bronze or rookie ranks. So in theory, those players should be using relatively easy decks to beat. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes you do run into a competitive deck and it's almost a guaranteed loss. But we'll auto-duel and see what happens here. So remember, by winning this duel, if the computer doesn't make any bonehead decisions, which is unlikely. But yeah, by winning this duel, I'm actually gonna get... Well, okay then. That wasn't too good. That's the prime example that I was talking about. So as you can see, I lost the duel, I didn't get any EXP. But it's gonna pop up with a message in a moment. There we go. Vagrants will remain in duel world until defeated. So let's just go back to the times 21 again. This one is a bronze rank, level 1. So we'll take on Vagrant again. We'll see what happens. Now again, keep in mind, if I was using my Destiny hero deck with Trudge right now, it would be a lot easier as far as winning. But I'm not, so that's why technically I'm running into issues here. Oh wow. Well, this isn't going too well. See, normally you would want to use a competitive deck. Obviously, See, I only have one deck slot for Trudge, and I'm trying to create a sector security deck, so that means I have to copy his deck to one of the other characters' free deck slots, and then copy the Destiny hero deck to his deck slot temporarily, just so I can get a decent deck. I mean, in theory, though, I should win at some point. I mean, these are supposed to be low-level players. I mean, like this guy, he's got a deck of 30 cards. I mean, no one uses... Oh my god. Okay, you know what? After this duel, I am gonna switch my decks. Although, seeing Trudge lose over and over again does have a certain je ne sais quoi associated with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the card studio, because we could spend all night on this. So, what I'm gonna do here... Because as you can see, I've got a bunch of Goyo security cards tied to his one deck slot at the moment. So, let's go ahead and copy his deck. And I'm just going to put it... sure, let's put it right here. Move it to Yusei's free slot temporarily. And then we will copy Aster Phoenix's Destiny Hero deck. There we go. Okay, so now it should be a lot easier to win. And, yeah. Let's auto-duel. Now, keep in mind, I don't have the balance skill with Trudge, so it's going to be a little bit harder, but that being said... Oh, there you go. See, right off the bat, I won. What a difference it makes, having an actually good deck versus not. So anyways, I won that duel, and you're going to see right off the bat here how quickly Trudge is going to level up. So there's... Level 2, I get 2... There we go, level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Level 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's it. And that was just from one duel. Now, normally, to give you a comparison, if I was to duel a standard duelist, I would only have gotten 500 EXP from winning, which would have been the equivalent of 1 level. Here, I leveled up 9 times. And, if we take a look at the rewards here, so I got Handcuffs Dragon, I got Trudge's Skill, Let's Go Goyo. Add 2 Jate Fighter to your deck, and your extra deck becomes 1 Goyo Guardian. Oh, there's the extra deck slot I needed. Kinda late, but I'll fix that after. We got some more gems here. We got Tore Apart, which is a tuner, another deck slot, and more gems. Okay, 5 Vagrants remain, so let's go to the next one here. So this one is a times 15 Vagrant. And same sort of idea. If you can, you want the computer to auto-duel for you. Again, the computer isn't perfect. 9 times out of 10, it makes the stupidest decisions possible. And in this case, I might end up losing. Oh, maybe not. This is going to be a comeback. And, yep, comeback victory. Level 10. Now, obviously, I'm not going to level up as many levels this time because the XP curve is getting higher. There you go, I only leveled up 3 times, but I did get another Handcuffs Dragon, I got Pursuit Chaser, and more gems. For Vagrants, so let's continue. This is a times 10, so EXP is going down naturally, because I started off with the Vagrant was the highest multiplier first, but you have to start somewhere, right? Just from my own personal experience, though, what you want to try to do is build a competitive or semi-competitive deck first, and then after that, focus on creating the decks that you want. Because if you have a competitive deck that can actually stand up in the current meta, then you're going to defeat the computer opponents relatively quickly, you're going to get card rewards relatively quickly, and it's going to make it a lot easier to get the cards you want for the decks you actually do want to create, as opposed to doing it the other way around, where you focus on just creating your favorite decks first, because that's going to be a lot harder to win duels. So now we get the Reinforcement skill. Return 1 card from your hand to your deck and draw a random warrior-type monster. Now, as you can see there, I didn't even level up once. Okay, here's the times 7 Vagrant. And as you can see, even with a competitive deck, sometimes it doesn't turn out in your favor. Anyway, but that's the best part about purchasing Vagrants. Even if you lose, doesn't matter. Now, this is different than, we'll say, dueling legendary duelists at the gate, because in that case, you're spending gate keys to face off against the legendary duelists, and if you lose, you're still out those gate keys that you spent, right? So that's the unfortunate part of that. But, at least with Vagrants, you're not losing anything, which makes sense because you are spending real money, as opposed to free keys. Alright, another Tora part. 2 Vagrants left, so we've got a times 5 here. Level 15, another 50 gems. And here's the last Vagrant in this first set. Okay, that was incredibly stupid. Activating Amazon's Chain Master's effect, which actually cost this Vagrant the win. But you see, there we go. So I went through an entire set of 6 Vagrants for $2.79, and I got Trudge up from level 1 up to level 15, which is halfway to the level cap, which is in the 5Ds world, level 30. Now, I go back into the shop, right? Back to the items tab, and now I can purchase the Vagrant for a second time, a second set of 6 Vagrants. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, right? Another $2.79. There we go. And as you can see, the price went up, just like I mentioned at the beginning of tonight, where the 3rd and 4th set of Vagrants give out 7 to 30 times more EXP than normal, but it's, you know, almost double the price. And for the 5th set and onward, it goes up to a whopping $5.49. Now, at times, Konami will have a sale where the first set, and the first set only, that you purchase during a day ends up being slashed half off. So, for instance, it'll be $1.39 for the first set, then $2.79 for the second, then $3.99 for the third and the fourth, and then $5.49 for the 5th set and onward. But again, the same thing applies once you get past the second set of Vagrants for that particular day. You're actually spending more money in terms of a money versus EXP ratio. Because even though the EXP has gone up with sets 3, 4, 5, and onward, because the price goes up too, it's really not worth it. But anyways, as you can see, so this is the second set of Vagrants. Again, same thing, we've got 2 times 5s, a times 7, a times 10, a times 15, a times 20. If I complete this set, which I will, I would say it should get me to at least maybe level 22, 23 for Trudge. And at that point, right, I would just leave it at that, and we'll say tomorrow morning at 10 AM Eastern Time, when the Vagrant sets reset down to the base level 1 package again for $2.79, then I would buy another 2 sets, and so on and so forth. But that is definitely the best way to spend your money in this game. You get the most bang for your buck, so to speak, because otherwise, if you just spend your money straight up on packs and gems at the shop, then you're actually going to be spending hundreds of dollars on virtual items. So yeah, and unless you're a millionaire, which I'm sure most of us aren't, you do want to save wherever you can. So yeah, that's the way to do it. If you want to spend money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, spend it on Vagrants. That way you level up the characters, you get card-specific rewards, super rare, ultra-rare cards that you can't really get at the shop either. So, you have to level up the characters anyway for those card-specific rewards, but as a bonus, you get gems as well, and then you can exchange those gems at the shop for booster packs without having to spend money buying gems directly. So, yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. Now, we are out of time for tonight, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to spend those gems on booster packs and show you guys what you want to look out for when you are buying packs in the in-game shop. But yeah, we are out of time for tonight, so we will do that next week, and I will show you what to watch out for when it comes to exchanging your gems and the somewhat convoluted way Konami has set up their packs in the shop. Before you go, remember, if you enjoyed tonight's presentation, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help us out. If not, hit the dislike. Also, don't forget to chat with us on our brand new Discord server, and also visit our website at toondice.com. The links are all down below. I will see you guys right back here 1 week from tonight, next Thursday, 8/7 Central, for another all-new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Until then, as always, I'm Scott, and I will catch you guys later.
Going fast makes me feel alive. My heart beats